The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring 5 graded stakes from Churchill Downs, including a front-running winner of the Grade 1 Stephen Foster Handicap, and the latest victory by an undefeated champion filly in the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks from Santa Anita. We begin with sprinting fillies and mares at Presque Downs in the SATIN and Lace Stakes. Last year's winner, Cactus Chris, the 11-10 favorite. Ron Mellis picks up the call.
At the top of the stretch, Granny's Drink continuing to show the way. Tawny coming up the inside. Once more for Love. Swinging to the far outside is Cactus Chris and Haines City and Disco Barbie. Down the stretch, Granny's Drink continuing to show the way. Once more for Love. Tawny, Cactus Chris way out in the middle of the track, and Disco Barbie down along the rail. Cactus Chris going best of all. Disco Barbie up the inside. Disco Barbie or Cactus Chris, they hit it together.
5-2 second choice, Disco Barbie turns the tables on Cactus Chris by a neck while getting 8 pounds from the favorite. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Tony Gallardo aboard the winner in 103 flat. Disco Barbie finished a close second to Cactus Chris in last year's running, but she returns a year later to record her first stakes victory. The 6-year-old mare by Pure Prize was bred in Kentucky by Iron County Farms and was a $15,000 Keeneland January yearling. Trained by Dale Capuano, Disco Barbie has earned $441,000 for Diane Manning. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. To Belmont Park for turf milers in the Grade 3 Poker Stakes. California shipper, obviously the 2-1 favorite, Larry Comas has the call.
The pace is decent enough, but obviously not flying along early on here. He's in front by a length and 3/4 under Jose Lezcano. King Crease of the New York bred is second on the outside. Grand Arch rides the rail, Force the Pass travels well fourth. 5 lengths to Offering Plan and Takeover Target. Obviously has run a 45 and 4 half-mile, and the speedy Californian heads round the far turn in the poker with a 1.5 lead over New York bred King Creasa. Force the Pass comes alive and moves up 3 wide. Grand Arch is under a heavy drive in fourth as they come toward the top of the stretch, obviously in front. Obviously turns for home after 3/4 in 1:08 and 3, and is set down with 1 furlong to run. Force the Pass is 3 lengths behind him in second. Obviously comes by the 8th pole. He's 4 in front. And then it's Force the Pass, Offering Plan, and Takeover Target, but there is no catching the wire-to-wire winner of the poker. It is Obviously.
Obviously draws off to defeat Force the Pass by 3 3/4 lengths. Jose Lezcano up in 131 3, just 2 100ths off the course record. Winner of the last 2 runnings of the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile, the Phil D'Amato trainee had been a close second in his last 2 starts against Grade 2 competition at Santa Anita. The Irish-bred 8-year-old gelding by Schwazier is owned by Anthony Fanicolo and Joseph Scardino. Obviously has earned nearly $1,748,000. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at upcoming sales. To Churchill Downs for the Grade 2 Wise Dan Stakes. Grade 1 Arlington Million winner, the Pizza Man, the 7-5 favorite. Travis Stone picks up the call.
Down the backstretch they go. It's Casaqui trying to go wire to wire. But Za Approval is right there second, and Potomac River's an up-close third on the outside. Those 3 cross the track. Pleuven is 4th down toward the rail. Then it's Thatcher Street racing in 5th. Conquest Typhoon's on the move, 3 wide while 6th. Farther back, it's Behest, Flatlined, Our Great Adventure. The Pizza Man is still last. Still about 8 lengths off the lead. Starting to wind up, though, moves to the outside. Racing for the top of the stretch. Casaqui still in front. Casaqui's off the turn in front. On the outside, Za Approval is poised in second. Pleuven angles outside. Here comes Pleuven now putting in a bid. Potomac River is there. Thatcher Street in behind. Conquest Typhoon. The Pizza Man's rolling on the far outside. Still with 5 lengths to make up. Furlong to go. It's Pleuven in front. Casaqui fighting on toward the rail, but it's Pleuven in front by 1. The Pizza Man on the outside. Thatcher Street in behind. Here's the wire. Pleuven won.
7-1 Pleuven runs by 10-1 Casaqui to score by 3/4 of a length. Channing Hill aboard in 140 4. A stakes winner in his homeland at 2, Pleuven records his first graded stakes victory. Formerly trained by Chad Brown, the French-bred 5-year-old gelding by Turtle Bowl was transferred to Brad Cox after being acquired by Nelson McMacken. Pleuven has earned nearly $263,000. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series.
The best seek fame and fortune. The best is elegance at 120 decibels. The best run all day and party all night. The best are speed, power, and grace. The Breeders' Cup, with 13 championship races and $28 million in purses and awards, the best is yet to come.
Claiborne Farms Flatter is carrying the flag for AP Indy, rewarding breeders in the sales ring and on the track. A sire of world-class racehorses, including multiple Grade 1 winner turned sire Flat Out, and 2016 stars like Upstart, Taras, and Kobe's Back. He's delivering in the auction ring as well, with yearlings selling for up to $550,000. Flatter at Claiborne Farm.
And now, a Florida thoroughbred history moment. In 1956, a small, feisty horse from Florida named Needles and his owners Jack Dudley and Bonnie Heath shocked the racing world, winning the Kentucky Derby. Needles proved that champions with modest pedigrees could be grown in the Sunshine State, thanks to the limestone-rich soil and spring water. His wild acclaim created the horse capital of the world that we know today. This has been a Florida thoroughbred history moment.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 3-year-olds coming up in this segment. We begin with fillies and mares at Churchill Downs in the Grade 2 Fleur-de-Lis handicap. Champion Untappable, the 9-10 favorite, Travis Stone has the call.
Big Book shows the way. Chocolate keeping that one company. Untappable trying to settle down a bit more on the outside. She's racing third to the half-mile pole. Paid-up Subscriber continues to work out a good trip so far. Right in behind, racing in fourth. There's an opening at the inside for Engagingly. Tries to come up on through. Brooklyn's Weight is her outside, and so they round the far turn, and now Untappable's putting in a bid as Chocolate puts in a bid as well. 3 furlongs to go. Chocolate has come on to take the lead. Untappable second and outside. Big Book is back racing third toward the rail. Brooklyn's Way with a far turn bid 2. And Paid-Up Subscribers set to strike. Right behind racing in fourth. Engagingly off the turn as the field hits the top of the stretch. Now it's wide open. Here comes Paid-Up Subscriber, who comes charging on through. Paid-Up Subscriber takes the lead with a furlong to go. Brooklyn's Way on the outside in second. Here's Engagingly rolling up to be third. Untappable is struggling. Chocolate is 2. There's a 16th to go. It's Paid-Up Subscriber. With a decisive move off the turn, she wins the Fleur-de-Lis by 3.
6-1 Paid-Up Subscriber draws off to defeat 9-1 Brooklyn's Way by 3 lengths. Ricardo Santana Jr. won the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 148-2. The first stakes victory for Paid-Up Subscriber, who is 3 for 3 at Churchill Downs, including a 1-mile allowance test last month. The 4-year-old filly by Candy Ride was bred in Kentucky by Bruce and Lori Berenson and was a $135,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Al Stahl Jr., Paid-Up Subscriber has earned nearly $278,000 for Klarovich Stables and William H. Lawrence. Time now for 3-year-old stakes action presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with the Grade 3 Matt WINN Stakes from Churchill Downs. Gun Runner, the 1-10 favorite. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
There's 5 furlongs to go. Gun Runner ambles along up top. Gray Sky chasing from second by another 3. And then it's Texas Chrome and Virtual Machine. They're together third and fourth. They're starting to make some progress, angling to the outside, getting a bit closer to Gun Runner with a half mile to go. And then it's a massive margin back to Yo Carm and Cut of Corners at the back. So onto the far turn they go. Gun Runner is the leader. Gray Sky's going to put in a bid now. Here's Gray Sky on the outside coming after Gun Runner with 3 furlongs to go. Gun Runner holding on to that lead though. Gray Sky half a length behind. Texas Chrome 2 lengths farther back racing third. Angled to the outside for the final quarter mile. And then it's Virtual Machine in fourth as they at the top of the stretch. Gun Runner is still the leader. Gray Sky continues to fight on. Is a length behind with 3/16 to go. Heading for the final furlong, and Texas Chrome on the outside is racing in third. Here's the 8th pole. Gun Runner shaking up on that lead. Gun Runner's running away from Gray Sky and Texas Chrome and everybody else. There's a 16th to go, and it's perfect execution by Gun Runner, winning the Matt WINN for fun by 5 in the end.
Odds-on favorite Gun Runner, the front-running winner officially by 5 1/4 lengths over 16-1 Gray Sky. Florent Giroux up in 141 flat. Winner of the Grade 2 Risen Star Stakes and the Grade 2 Louisiana Derby at Fairgrounds, the Steve Asmussen trainee making his first start since finishing third behind Nyquist and Exaggerator in the Kentucky Derby. The colt by Candy Ride was bred in Kentucky by Bessie Lou Stables. Gun Runner has earned $1,168,000 for Winchell Thoroughbreds, 3 Chimneys Farm, and Bessie Lou Stables. Access Thoroughbred Week replays every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. To Monmouth Park for the Grade 3 Pegasus Stakes. Undefeated Unified bet down to 30 cents on the dollar. Frank Miramati has the call.
Half mile to go in the Betfair.com Pegasus Stakes. And it's Saratoga Jack in charge, leads it by 2 lengths. Unified, Awesome Slew moving in tandem after the pacemaker as Abiding Star gives way. Extinct Charm has 4 lengths to make up, and Donegal Moon is catching the eye with a move along the inside. Donegal Moon is within 3 lengths of the lead with a 1/4 mile to go. Awesome Slew makes a bold move and puts his head in front. Unified's in a lot of trouble today. Donegal Moon is now angling out. He becomes the threat, and on the outside of him, Extinct Charm is running the race of his life. They're in the final furlong. Awesome Slew the leader. Donegal Moon with that sustained bid up to take the lead, however. Extinct Charm is in third. Saratoga Jack, Unified far behind. Donegal Moon and Joe Bravo to win the Betfair.com Pegasus Stakes stylishly.
6-1 Donegal Moon by Spendthrift Farm stallion Malibu Moon defeats 28-1 long shot Extinct Charm by a length and a quarter. Joe Bravo aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 144 flat. 8th in the Grade 1 Bluegrass Stakes and 4th in the Sir Barton Stakes on the Preakness card at Pimlico. Donegal Moon gets his first stakes victory. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Patch and Wilkes Farm. It was a $220,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Todd Pletcher, Donegal Moon has earned $199,000 for Donegal Racing. Spendthrift Farm stallion Malibu Moon, AP Indy's leading sire 7 years running. A week after Karina Mia captured the Grade 1 Acorn Stakes at Belmont Park, Donegal Moon became his sire's latest graded stakes winner with a victory in the Grade 3 Pegasus Stakes.
And Startup Nation is a very promising colt.
Bolo absolutely annihilated them.
Miss Temple City sharp in the hilltop.
Papa Cool, exploding through under a hand ride here. Very impressive.
In this game, there's no room for second best.
To be the best, you need the best. Actistatin Equine, clinically proven joint protection. 3 U.S. patents and 2 clinical trials prove Actistatin Equine is the most powerful joint formula on the planet. Superior absorption helps your athlete lubricate, strengthen, renew. No other product even comes close. Find your best with Actistatin.
Ask your veterinarian or call for a free consultation. 866-587-7333.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
A Florida-bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida-bred.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the latest victory by an undefeated champion coming up in this segment. 3-year-old turf fillies at Churchill Downs in the Grade 3 Regret Stakes. Try Your Luck, the 2-to-1 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
Onto the far turn they go. Auntie Joy is still the leader. Wessex second and outside. Try Your Luck is asked for more speed, 3rd down toward the rail. Lapiba's in with a shot on the far outside, racing up into 3rd. Noble Beauty's picking it up as well, weaving through the pack, ailing to the far outside. Gone Away is there too. They're off the turn now. It's still Auntie Joy in front by 2. Wessex in 2nd. Lapiba's in 3rd. Noble Beauty's in 4th. Try Your Luck is buried down inside 5th. 3 lengths to make up Furlong to do it. Meanwhile, Auntie Joy has kicked away. Auntie Joy by 3 with a 16th to go. Try Your Luck and Noble Beauty chasing Auntie Joy down to the finish, who's a little bit leg weary, but she's going to do it. It is Auntie Joy, wire to wire.
3-to-1 second choice, Auntie Joy, the front running winner by 1.25 lengths over Noble Beauty, who has a neck on the favorite Try Your Luck. Brian Hernandez Jr., the winning jockey in 149-1. The first stakes victory for Auntie Joy, who was coming off a close second-place finish to catch a glimpse in the Grade 3 Edgewood Stakes at Churchill Downs. The filly by Uncle Mo was bred in Kentucky by her owner, Sanford Robertson. Auntie Joy has earned $147,000. Brandon Walsh trains the winner. Brian Hernandez Jr. with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. 3-year-old turf fillies at Santa Anita in the Grade 2 Honeymoon Stakes. Stays in Vegas, the 3-to-1 favorite. Michael Rona has the call.
At the 5/8 pole, and Gondobali striding out at a fair clip. Leads 2.5 lengths from Stays in Vegas, followed by Where's the D, Lady Valeur and Be Mine. Jeremy's Legacy 7 lengths off the lead mid-race. 2.5 Cheekaboo. How Unusual next to last, and the trailer is still decked out. Past the half mile in the Honeymoon, and it's Gondobali 2.5 from Stays in Vegas. Where's the D, Lady Valeur. Jeremy's Legacy beginning a move. Goes up to 4th on the outside for Gonzalez, and then Be Mine, who's a fair way off the pace midway around the far turn. How Unusual still well back with Cheekaboo and decked out. The leader at the quarter pole is Gone to Bali by 2 lengths to Stays in Vegas, and 2 lengths Lady Valeur. Where's the D, Jeremy's Legacy the outside. Be Mine the fence, decked out. The green and white are starting to come home very strongly. She's going to be a big danger getting out to the middle of the course. At the 8th pole, Stays in Vegas with a 2-length lead from Be Mine. Cheekaboo finishing well near the inside, and decked out as storming home. Stays in Vegas just in front. Cheekaboo getting there with Be Mine. Cheekaboo in the middle, possibly.
23-1 Cheekaboo gets up to take the blanket photo by head over Be Mine, who has a nose on favored Stays in Vegas. Mike Smith up in 146-4. A 7-length winner against State-Bred Stakes Company at Golden Gate in May. The filly by Unusual Heat was last seen finishing 3rd against California Breds in the Mel Air Stakes at Santa Anita. A $55,000 yearling, Cheekaboo has earned nearly $280,000 for Sharon Alicia, Mike Burns, and Ciaglia Racing. Peter Urton trains the winner. Derby Dan Stag and American Lion. Tisnow's brilliant graded stakes winner at both 2 and 3. American Lion's promising 3-year-old colt Extinct Charm overcame a wide trip and rallied strongly in the lane to finish 2nd at the Grade 3 Pegasus Stakes. Next from Santa Anita, the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks. Undefeated champion Songbird sent off at 5 cents on the dollar. Once again, here's Michael Rhoda.
Racing. Sutton Smile was the last to vacate the premises. Songbird and Bellamentary win the start together. Moving clear of That's a Lady, KK, and Sutton Smile. Bellamentary leading Songbird. It's Bellamentary on the inside by 3/4 of a length. Songbird in second position with 7/8 left to go. 2.5 lengths to That's a Lady on the inside of KK, and Sutton Smile is last of all, crossing towards the rail. The field covered by 7 lengths, and Bellamentary is the leader with 3/4 of a mile to go. We're going to see a new dimension here as Songbird sits in second position. Smith just moving up now within about a half length of the front runner as they pass the 5/8 pole. A gap of 3 lengths to Sutton Smile, who's gone from 5th to 3rd, overtaking That's a Lady, and KK is left 5th and last. Bellamentary being joined by Songbird with a half mile left to go. Songbird ahead to Bellamentary and 3 lengths to Sutton Smile, 2.5 lengths to That's a Lady, and KK is last of the 5. Into the far turn in the Summertime Oaks, and Songbird takes the lead by 3/4 of a length. Bellamentary in second position. They're 3 lengths to the good of Sutton Smile. KK 3 wide, and That's a Lady splits them at the rear. Songbird draws 3 in front before the quarter pole from Bellamentary. KK running on fairly. Sutton Smile is next on the inside of That's a Lady, but here she comes for home at the 3/16 pole, hand-ridden naturally. Songbird by 6 lengths under a vice-like grip from Bellamentary and KK past the 8th pole, and once again Songbird has left them chasing shadows. This glamour filly is treating her rivals with absolute contempt. It's another pitch-perfect performance by Songbird.
Songbird maintains her perfect record, rolling home by an easy 6.5 lengths over Bellamentary, who noses out KK for place. Mike Smith up in 1:42 3. Forced to miss the Kentucky Oaks with a fever, the Jerry Hollendorfer trainee improves her record to 8 wins and 8 starts, including 7 graded stakes. The filly by Medaglia d'Oro was bred in Kentucky by John Antonelli and was a $400,000 Saratoga yearling. This victory puts Songbird over $2 million in career earnings. The champion filly is owned by Fox Hill Farms. Songbird paid the minimum $210 across the board and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Coming up, a front-running winner of the Stephen Foster.
Mama Joyce to kick off the early pick 4 with an easy win.
It's First Heritage in front. First Heritage begins to edge away.
Stick Stately Dude gets there and pulls away in the end.
But here's Floridora on the outside, and it's the New York Invader, Floridora, to win it.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions,
the 11th Triple Crown winner,
13 classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
Winning a grade 1 at Keeneland at 2? That's pretty good.
And Carpe Diem has seized the day at Keeneland.
But to come back at 3 and win Keeneland's biggest race, that's a giant accomplishment.
Final furlong of the Toyota Bluegrass. It will be Carpe Diem rolling through Lexington.
He seized his opportunity. Now it's time to seize yours.
Keeneland September sales graduates shine, capturing all 3 jewels of the Triple Crown with Keeneland September sales graduate Nyquist in the Kentucky Derby. September sold Exaggerator in the Preakness Stakes, and a dramatic win in the Belmont from Keeneland graduate Creator.
And Creator too close to goal!
Keeneland sales, producing more Grade 1 winners than all other sales combined. Keeneland September Yearling Sale, September 12th through the 24th.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Churchill Downs for the Grade 1 Stephen Foster Handicap. FNX, the 3-5 favorite. Here's the call by Travis Stone.
And they're off in the Stephen Foster. Majestic Harbor mid-pack breaks out well. El Kabir is there, and Bradester with speed toward the inside. It's Bradester up to set the pace. Majestic Harbor running in second. El Kabir's on the outside away third. Are You Kidding Me is fourth. International Star fifth. FNX advancing up in behind the leaders, up to be fourth and about to be third, angling to the outside. And Eagle settles in well behind in the early going, at least 10 or 12 lengths off pace-setting Bradester, who's keen to go on, up top leading by one. Majestic Harbor tracking the pace while second. Gary Stevens has put FNX in the clear. They're third on the outside for the run to the backstretch. International Star saving ground fourth and down inside, 3 lengths behind pace-setting Bradester. And then it's Are You Kidding Me, El Kabir. Eagle starting to catch up just a bit, now only about 7 or 8 lengths behind with 5 furlongs to go. And the pace is reasonable, 23-3, 47-2 for the half. So Bradester unopposed so far, loose on the lead, racing for the half-mile pole. Majestic Harbor racing in second. International Star sneaking up the inside, up into third now. FNX continues well in the clear. Are You Kidding Me comes up on his inside. Eagle second to last, and El Kabir's at the back. Meanwhile, Bradester still going strong up top. 2-length advantage with 3 furlongs to go. Majestic Harbor continues to run along in second. FNX is wide on the far turn. Back into fourth as Are You Kidding Me moves up to be third. Eagle's winding up but is going 5 wide by the quarter pole. And then it's El Kabir and International Star. Top of the stretch in the Foster. And it's Bradester in front. Bradester digging down for the final 3/16. But here comes Eagle on the outside with a relentless rally from the back of the pack. And Majestic Harbor fights on, and Are You Kidding Me too? FNX not tonight. Down to the final 16th. Bradester still there. Bradester's the leader by 1. Majestic Harbor and Eagle keep on coming, but so is the wire. Here's the finish. Bradester, wire to wire.
9-1 Bradester sets all the fractions to defeat 9-2 second choice Eagle by half a length. Joe Bravo aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 1:48-4. Bradester back at Churchill Downs, where he won the Grade 3 ACAC handicap at the age of 4. The Eddie Keneally trainee returned from a 7-month layoff to take the Majestic Light Stakes at Monmouth Park in his seasonal debut. The 6-year-old horse by Lionheart was bred in Kentucky by Doug Branham. A $195,000 2-year-old, Bradester has earned $1,056,000 for Joseph Sutton. The future Grade 1 winner was consigned by 4-Star Sales to the 2010 Keeneland November sale, where the weanling colt was originally purchased by Marshall Silverman for $13,000. Grade 1 Stephen Foster handicap winner Bradester, the Keeneland Sales graduate of the week. We'll have the Grade 1 Gold Cup and the Grade 1 Triple Bend Stakes from Santa Anita, along with graded stakes action from Arlington Park, Belmont Park, and Monmouth Park next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.